What's the real story behind The Ring? The American version was based on the Japanese movie Ringu, and that one came from a novel by Koji Suzuki. But the truth is, each version has a different origin and story. In this video, I'm going to tell you the real story behind the Japanese version and the original novel. At the end, I'll also answer some of the common questions people always ask. A crowded hall filled with murmurs and skeptical reporters. Shizuko Yamamura stands under bright lights, eyes trembling as she tries to summon her powers before a disbelieving audience. When nothing happens, the room erupts in ridicule. Cameras flashing, headlines already forming. Fraud psychic exposed. Shizuko's world collapses. Back home in Oshima, she drifts through her days in silence, haunted by shame. One morning, she walks up Mount Mahara, wind tearing through her hair, and without hesitation, jumps into the volcano. Her daughter, 8-year-old Sadako, watches her world vanish in smoke and ash. A misty coastal morning in Oshima. Sadako now lives in her cousin Takashi Yamamura's inn, quiet, withdrawn, and always watching. When she's 9, the island shakes. Sadako's eyes widen, and she whispers, "It's Mihara. It's going to erupt." She's right. The mountain explodes days later. Everyone talks about how she knew, but Sadako hides her power afterward, keeping her secret locked deep inside, a quiet curse of knowledge she never asked for. Tokyo, early 1960s, neon lights and stage curtains. Sadako, now 18, joins a small acting troupe trying to blend into a world of laughter and applause. She practices lines, smiles politely, and keeps her voice calm, but behind the mask lies constant fear of being different, of being seen. One day, she receives a message. Her father is sick in Hakone. She leaves the stage behind and boards a train into mist and mountain air, unaware her life is about to fracture forever. A lonely hospital at the foot of the mountains. Inside a dimly lit room, Sadako meets Dr. Jotaro Nagao, a young physician infected with smallpox. The air feels heavy, suffocating. In a moment of cruelty and sickness, he forces himself on her, and during the act, discovers that Sadako is intersex. In 1960s Japan, that secret is unbearable. Shame floods her, rage burns in her chest. She lashes out with her psychic power, but it flickers, weak. Nagao panics. His fear twists into violence. He strangles Sadako and drags her lifeless body to an old well behind the hospital. When he throws her in, the sound echoes endlessly. But she doesn't die. For days, she screams into the dark, clawing at the walls, until the hunger and hatred take her. Darkness, silence. Only Sadako's ragged breath remains. Her mind unravels. The virus Nagao carried, smallpox, spreads through her dying body. Her psychic energy fuses with it, twisting into something unnatural. Her DNA, her hatred, and the virus become one, a living curse born in the shadows of the well. Her last emotion before death isn't fear, it's rage. Years later, a flickering VHS tape lies forgotten on a shelf. A strange video recorded through Nensha, the power to imprint thoughts onto objects. Whoever watches it feels a chill crawl down their spine. Within a week, their throat burns, a tumor forms, and hallucinations begin. Their own faces rotting in mirrors. Tomoko dies first, then her friends, then Ryuji. Each death feels like an echo from the bottom of the well, Sadako's revenge reaching through screens and static, ensuring no one ever forgets her name. Everything begins with a woman named Miyagi Akiko, a journalist whose fiancé was killed during the public demonstration of Sadako's mother's psychic powers. Determined to uncover the truth about this mysterious girl, Miyagi starts digging into Sadako's past. She visits the school Sadako once attended as a child. An old caretaker there tells her, there are no photographs of Sadako, but she was beautiful and strange. One day, Sadako warned her classmates not to go swimming in the sea. That same day, they all drowned. From there, Miyagi seeks out Sadako's old therapist, but he refuses to speak, only repeating that Sadako was a normal girl. Later, Sadako joins a theater troupe as part of her mental therapy. She's quiet and withdrawn, unsettling those around her. Yet her acting talent is undeniable. When the troupe's lead actress, the same girl who used to bully her, dies mysteriously, Sadako takes the lead role. Her cold, innocent demeanor on stage captivates everyone. During this time, Sadako meets a young man named Hiroshi Toyama, and for the first time, she experiences love. But as days pass, a dark presence begins to haunt the troupe. Members start sharing the same dreams: a well, an old house, and a voice calling from the dark. Everyone begins to suspect Sadako. Meanwhile, Miyagi meets the old caretaker again. The woman reveals that Sadako's mother, Shizuko, also had psychic powers, but after moving into Dr. Ikuma's house, she went mad. People said that whenever she looked into a mirror, she saw a terrifying face staring back. One day, Miyagi sneaks into the theater and secretly takes a picture of Sadako, but the camera shatters in her hands. When she looks at the photo, there are two faces: Sadako, and beside her, another girl identical to her, but darker, malevolent. The second, Sadako. Miyagi realizes that this dark version is the same being that caused the journalist's deaths years ago during Shizuko's demonstration. From that moment, the troupe becomes cursed. Ghostly faces start appearing in every photo. Miyagi decides to expose everything, not for the sake of reporting, but for revenge. The night of the performance arrives. Etsuko, Toyama's girlfriend, helps Miyagi play the recorded audio from Shizuko's demonstration during the show. As the sound fills the hall, Sadako freezes on stage. Memories flood back: her mother's face, the spirits of the reporters, and the screams echoing from the past. Sadako loses control. The two women flee through the dark forest, while Sadako, with her long hair hanging over her face, follows silently behind. They hide in a cabin, but she finds them. Knowing there's no escape, Miyagi grabs a gun and shoots herself and Etsuko. Sadako steps closer, and when she sees their bodies, she stops. For the first time, she cries. At that moment, Dr. Ikuma decides to end it all. He injects Sadako with poison, but she escapes and drags herself to a well. Ikuma follows with an axe. Sadako pleads for mercy, but he strikes her and throws her body into the darkness. Yet Sadako is still alive. Her psychic energy tears the stage apart and kills her therapist. But it's soon revealed. The real killer was the second Sadako. The troupe panics and attacks her, beating her nearly to death. Toyama, heartbroken, kneels beside her. Miyagi now understands the truth. Sadako is two beings, one human and kind, the other dark and cursed. The troupe brings Sadako's body to Dr. Ikuma. He explains that years ago, Sadako split into two halves, one gentle like her mother and one evil like her real father. But now that she has returned, those halves are merging again. In a shocking moment, Sadako awakens and escapes with Toyama. In the forest, she collapses and begs him to leave her, but he refuses. When they reach a cliff, the dark Sadako takes over and kills Toyama. He dies in her arms, whispering with his final breath, "I love you." After that, Sadako hunts down and kills every member of the troupe except Miyagi and Etsuko. She opens her eyes, staring into the black void. In her mind, she sees Toyama beside her, but it's only an illusion. She looks up, just as a heavy stone seals the mouth of the well. Her screams fade into the darkness, and in that moment, the curse of Sadako is born. Sadako's biological father is not clearly identified, but there are hints that he might be En-no Ozunu, an ascetic with supernatural powers. Her mother, Shizuko, gains psychic abilities after recovering a statue of En-no Ozunu, and it is likely through this connection that Sadako was born. In the Japanese film and Ring Zero, Sadako's father is shown as Heihachiro, but there are subtle hints that he may not be her true father, and her real father could be something non-human or a creature from the sea. In Koji Suzuki's novel, Sadako had a younger brother who died during infancy. She loved him very much, and his death was extremely hard for her. In the novel, the tape is longer and more complex, with messages at the beginning and end. First message: watch until the end, or you will be eaten by the lost, which Asakawa misunderstands. Last message: those who have seen this tape are fated to die exactly 7 days from now. To survive, you must... The rest of the message is taped over, and Asakawa eventually realizes that he must copy the tape and show it to someone else. In the novel, the tape is a psychological and scientific tool that transmits the ring virus. In the film, the tape is shorter and simpler. Complex messages and details are removed. The tape is mainly supernatural and frightening. Sadako scares and kills victims through the television without any scientific or viral explanation. I personally connected much more with the novel, and I really don't know why they didn't show it in the films, because it had some really interesting complexities. Which one do you think was better? Sorry if my grammar isn't perfect, I'm trying my best. The next video will probably be really good. Stay tuned.